So hi everyone, my name is Ruby, and just before we start this short presentation, I'm just going to ask if the microphone is working to let me know in the chat box, and also if there's any questions, pop them in the chat box or follow the Unibuddy link that I have there in the chat box again. Perfect, great. So the mic is all working. So just to begin, again, my name is Ruby and I'm a fourth year student here at DCU and I study education and training. So I chose to do this course because I attended 2 colleges of further education before I came to DCU, and I really enjoyed the experience and I wanted to become a teacher in a college of further education. Now, if you're unsure about what that is, it's teachers who teach on courses like PLCs. And I actually I entered into DCU using the FET QQI entry route, which you can learn more about on the CAO website. So what this presentation will cover to the education training course looks like, what modules are covered in it, looking at where it's based, which is the St. Pat's campus, my experiences on the course through going to lectures, going on placement, and opportunities that DCU has for their students. So if we want to take a little look at DCU, true numbers, there's over 18,000 students here at DCU. 20% of them are international students, and that's spread over 3 academic campuses, and 70% of the courses have integrated work placement throughout it. And if you are interested in doing an education course, there is definitely an element of placement through all of them, which is really beneficial, and I'll get into that a bit later. And also there's 140 clubs and societies available at DCU for you to take part in. So a bit about the course education and training. Entry requirements. If you are coming in through the Leaving Cert, there's 337 points needed. And if you are coming in through the QQI FET route, it is 5 distinctions. Now you can either take this course on for 3 years or 4 years. If you're taking it for 4 years, you're doing a full year out on placement, and the course is based on St. Pat's in Drumcondra. So here you can take a little look at the map. At the bottom there you can see DCU St. Pat's campus, and at the top you see the DCU Collins Avenue, which is the Glasnevin campus. So why I'm pointing this out is that you are able to use all 3 campuses, which is the All Hallows campus, which is also in Drumcondra. It's about a 2-minute walk from St. Pat's. You're able to use facilities in all 3 campuses, and it's a 30-minute walk from the Glasnevin campus, 10-minute on the bus to get up to Glasnevin, and there's libraries in each of the campuses, a gym in both Pat's and Glasnevin, student advice centre on each, and also accommodation. And I point this out because it's really important to get familiar with how close you are, so that you can go up to different events that Glasnevin has, and you can pop down to Pat's for your classes and different things like that. So here's a few photos of our Pat's campus. So again, we have the top right hand corner there, you have the Cregan Library, which is absolutely amazing, full of study spaces, and you have your canteen, different coffee spots. And again, it's kind of a smaller campus compared to Glasnevin, but it's a really nice one, and the majority, well, absolutely all the education courses are based on the Pat's campus. So topics that you'll learn about in this course is the social and personal development, practice-based teaching and learning, the different learning styles an individual has, diversity within a classroom, incorporating digital learning into the classroom, and also there's a short placement in year 2. Now what really drew me to this course was the fact that we weren't being taught how to teach a particular topic, but it was more about how to teach and the psychology behind it. So in year 1, you can see a list of modules that is available. So academic writing and reading, which reaches you and kind of guides you how to write academically and read independently in making university level essays. Citizenship, diversity and inclusion, communication skills, curriculum development, entrepreneurship, human development, sustainable development, and teaching preparation. So again, this year one gives you a base of knowledge and it really prepares you for going into year two, which you'll learn all about advanced teaching strategies, assessment and feedback, designing instruction for the training environment, mediation skills, policy and structures, and psychology and professional skills. So again, these first 2 years is really great. The modules that they give make you feel so prepared for if you want to do the optional third year, which is what I did. So the placement year, like I said, it is optional and it means you have to pick education setting of your choice, but it has to be further education and training setting of your choice. Now, it's a great experience. You get loads of benefits from it, like you gain confidence, you can network, and also a massive benefit to it is that you get to register as a teacher on the Teaching Council, which means when you graduate, you can go straight out to teach. So my placement experience, I actually went back to the 2 colleges of further education that I attended. So I went to Whitehall College and I taught personal and professional development. I taught work experience and intercultural awareness. So that was amazing. I really enjoyed that. And then for the second semester, I went to Plunkett College for further education and I taught career planning, personal effectiveness and social studies. So again, this was an amazing experience. So I did 9 months out on placement, guided by the support of the academic staff on the course. So each week we had a drop Zoom and we got to talk to my other classmates on their experiences and with the lectures, so any help that we needed. But by third year, you feel totally prepared for going out on placement from year 1 and year 2. And also I forgot to mention earlier that you do a short placement in year 2, which you go out 1 day a week where you have to observe a teacher in any educational setting of your choice. So that could be primary, secondary, or further education. So final year, which is the year that I am at the moment, is the subjects creating learning environments using ICT, developing a research perspective, equality, access and inclusion, HR and training in a globalized world, leadership and the learning organization, philosophy, research project, sociology, values, identity, and intercultural learning. So again, really interesting modules that you'll do in your final year. So for further opportunities coming from this degree, so if you're going straight into employment, you can work in adult education centres, colleges of further education, again on PLC courses, teaching the core subjects there, so like communications, personal effectiveness, career planning, employment skills, and again other community education places. So you're probably familiar with UTRISH, and things like that. And again, a really big advantage of this course is that you leave with a teaching council member. So if you didn't want to go straight into employment, you can then continue your education with a master's, say in business studies, in guidance counselling, human resources. You can even specialise in a certain subject, say go on to secondary school teaching, or you can go into primary school teaching, which a lot of people actually use this as an entry route into the master's. So life on campus. So for me, my first year on campus was interrupted by the pandemic, but I still got involved in different ways. So I wasn't involved in clubs and societies, but I got involved with, say, in second year, I did the second year mentorship program, which was really amazing. So it meant they paired me up with a graduate from my course who had already been working for a good few years. So I got paired up with a lady who was working as an employment coordinator in an adult education centre. So Zoom meetings, workshops together. She got to help me with interview skills, developing my CV. So that was a really good place. Really good thing I got involved with DCU. I also got involved with the Engagement Award, which recognises extracurricular activity. So through that, it recognised my volunteering work with Fighting Words, which is linked to DCU because it facilitates workshops for people who want to write creatively, particularly young kids, young adults and people with learning difficulties. I contributed as Stan News, so writing articles about popular topics that were happening in the world. And this all contributed to the DCU Engagement Award. And I also volunteered for Loop Reflect, which is promoting the use of e-portfolios within DCU students. And right now I'm going for the Union Award, which is DCU's Leadership and Engagement module. So again, this recognises extracurricular activities and involves me volunteering every week for the Age-Friendly University. So again, these are just some of the things over the past 3.5 years that I've gotten involved with my experiences in DCU. So one thing that I really speak highly of DCU is the amazing student support and development resources that they have. So that focuses on their health and well-being. So it's free counselling for students who would like it. Doctors on both campuses, Pat and Glasnevin, at a discounted price. Again, like I mentioned earlier, Student Advice Centre. So any queries that you have or any concerns, you go to there and then they'd point you in the right direction, help you with any concerns you have. The financial support they have here at DCU, the academic support, the Maths and Writing Learning Centre, which I thought is great. So that pairs you up with a postgraduate student, and they can look at your work and kind of help you to develop and your essay and get it to where you want it to be. So what I'd really say to anyone who is kind of deciding on what they want to do next year or what they have to put on their CAO form is kind of evaluate yourself and kind of think, what do I enjoy learning in school now? What gets you excited? And what kind of motivates you and inspires you? What kind of gets your ideas flowing? Anything that you enjoy, kind of explore that. And think about also what you're good at. And also what I would recommend is looking up the career assessment tests. They're all on Google. A lot of them are free, and they'll help you kind of evaluate your hobbies, what you like doing. And also what I do say, as cringy it is, anything is a possibility. So if there is something you really enjoy doing, if that is education and teaching or anything else that you see here at DCU being offered, go for it. Anything is a possibility. So any questions you can have, you can pop them into the chat box, but then also the link there to my uni buddy. So any questions you have about that, maybe later,